wow, Brad's playing Tristan Thompson and Daniel Theis together. Can you do that? Can you do that? Because in my opinion, they're very similar. Now, again, you've got Daniel Theis out there jacking a couple threes. He makes a couple early. Is it fool's gold? A little bit, because at the end of the game there, he missed the wide open one.
Don't be quoting Chris Webber to me now. Only kidding. Not my favorite player. But anyway, when he played, yeah, he called it fool's gold. And I mean, I know he makes it. But there are guys, I remember, look, we've all seen guys over the course of time that you hope, if you're the opponent, makes his first two shots. And you get, and then gain a false sense of an undeserved, a bogus sense of confidence, because we know who they really are, and they want to keep, and you want them to keep jacking those shots.
That used to be Marcus Smart. That used to be your guy, Marcus Smart. It still is sometimes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, was that a classic evidence of that's Marcus Smart. He doesn't score from the floor, but he restrained himself. He only took 3 shots.
Right. Major impact in the defensive end still.
Taking 3 separate charges from you-know-who.
Yep. Guarding him on switches and absolutely. So getting back to my Tristan Thompson, Daniel Theis, I want to know your theory on this, whether it can work long-term or they're too similar in what they do, because they are both hard-playing 4 or 5 men, whatever you want to call them at this point, that really aren't major factors, and you don't want Daniel.
There's a reason why Thompson's here, and it's because Theis does have limitations. Right. And Robert Williams has limitations, and Robert Williams will have his moments in almost any game he's out there of a block shot or a big offensive rebound or something. We just hope he's going to develop into something more than just a little extra odd piece, but that's all he is still. And he may, and I don't know if he's ever going to be more than that, but you, in the course of a 48 moments, you can help it. All right. I want to see what happens Christmas Day, if that's the lineup. In other words, I took this to mean there's going to be matchups. There's going to be situations that until Kemba's here and maybe they assemble a proper starting 5, we're going to see a mix and match on this. We're going to see, depending on who he's playing. I wouldn't expect to see that every night, that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be depending on, I don't know though. We'd have to ask Brad. I don't know if anyone popped that question. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because if you're not, again, if you're taking one of those guys out of the lineup, and I don't know how many minutes they played together at the same time. I would guess maybe eight minutes if I had to guess, something like that.
Yeah, they only played 47 total together.
Right. So I bet you they were on the court together, maybe 5 minutes, 8 minutes tops. So I don't think you're going to see a ton of it. But I'll tell you what, Bob, I really like the addition of Tristan Thompson. I love Tristan. I've always been a huge fan of his because I think he's an elite locker room guy. Elite. Like you talk to anybody in Cleveland, they rave about, even going back to his days at Texas. Is he limited? Yeah, offensively, but he knows what he is, Bob.
Always great. Always a great thing for anybody in any sport, particularly this one. Do you know who you are? Right. That's what we're always talking about with Marcus, exactly.
With Brad Stevens coaching him, when's the first 3 coming for Tristan Thompson, Bob? When does it change?
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know. It'll come. It'll come, I'm sure. But no, we need a larger sample about what Brad's thinking is on this matter. I'm going out and saying I think it's going to be situational. That there'll be rotating starting lineups. By the way, Semi got 19 minutes last night, and
that's where, again, are we going to see more of him? Because you need to me, it's got to be Semi or Grant Williams are the different looks, right? You're going to need another kind of forward, potentially, especially when Tatum or Jaylen Brown are not on the court. You need somebody. I love Grant, and maybe Semi plays more. Or maybe you're going, I mean, Jeff Teague was really, really good.
I'm not surprised, and I don't think you are either. That was really nice. He's got 19.